Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Great vision. He's through here. Might be dangerous. Big chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Looking for options for movement. Now the ball in. He's got full. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's De Bruyne. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Howson gathers from the goal kick. Iniesta. That's a lovely, neat pass. Can he get it through? And it's Beckham. And he welcomes it in. And he's intervened well there. And this is Luis Suarez. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Just too high.
Iniesta has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Howson cuts it out. Beckham. And it's lofted through here. This looks promising. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a pretty loose pass. Nice looking ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Neymar, out to the left it goes. Now, can they get him away? Xabi Alonso. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Ajax with the corner, there first. Beckham! And now they can spring out of defence.
Ajax are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's Xabi Alonso. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Threads one in. Beckham. And he plays one through. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Luis Suarez, constantly looking for the ball into the box. Tries to play it through. Hernandez with the... He rises! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Ajax are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this...
Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's being shifted off it. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Aims beyond the defence. He's free, he has got space. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Luis Suarez. Suarez is flagged offside. And the first 45 minutes are up. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 27, el dorsal 22, Iniesta, el dorsal 6. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, Cristiano Ronaldo, el dorsal 17, Bale, el dorsal 18, Messi.
So off we go once more.
Well, Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And claimed it back swiftly.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation.
No way through there. Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Neymar. Beckham. And this is Neymar. Bale. Koundé gets across to intercept that. And it's Messi. Now it's Neymar. Bale. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, well played.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Rodri. Xavi Alonso. Nicely weighted ball. That's an imaginative pass. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Shevchenko. Oh, Shevchenko! That was superb goalkeeping.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Rodri. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's been slipped through. Oh, what real chance! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi, and here's Neymar. It's Neymar! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Neymar.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's running through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Ambitious ball here. A probing pass. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Shevchenko. Lobbed in behind. That is good alertness.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That has been cut short. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Harrison kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Neymar. Xabi Alonso. And that is expertly dealt with. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Decent hit and on target. Out of play for a throw. Koundé does well to get it back. Has a look and place it forward. Pass somewhat off target. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, super find. And this is Ronaldo. Picked out, there's the shot! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Look, and time is up. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Shevchenko taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
There is the live figure of Ed Milson.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back, which makes him so good.
Chance for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get it through? Now it's Beckham. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now, can they get him away? Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Buffon will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. You like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Gol del Arsenal. Marcó en el minuto 12.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh. Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish of true class! And they're at it again in double quick time. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
(3-0), and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Neymar, looking tidy in possession here. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Beckham picks it up out wide. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Looking for a runner. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Ibrahimovic. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Messi hurtling down that right flank. And a chance! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Just cruising. They are cruising. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
It's become a case of men against boys. And Beckham! Oh, he really got hold of that.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's having a shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Rijkaard. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Beckham.
Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Can he get on the end of this?
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Triol kept his eye on it,
And he's there.
Messi. Now he's got space here. Has a look and place it forward. Nicely aimed pass. Looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. And he's running through. Is there any support? He much shapes to shoot. He's scored. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Messi, oh, it's come loose. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Out to the left it goes. Looking for options for movement.
3 minutos de descuento.
That is good alertness. And it's Hullet. That's really well manoeuvred. He's in a good position here. He's picked his way. And the finish! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And there is the half-time whistle. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14, Ronaldinho.
That gets things going for the second half.
Beckham.
So, 45 minutes to turn it round.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17.
Great vision.
El dorsal 18. Messi.
Yeah.
El dorsal 13.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That looks a decent ball. Messi. Ibrahimovic. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Hullet. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is through here. Neymar! They've done it! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And now he has two. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Goes looking wide. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Neymar. Vitinha simply refused to be outdone there. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Ibrahimovic must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
And they've got a throw. Platini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Out again for a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, Cristiano Ronaldo. Será sustituido por el dorsal 5, Luis Suárez.
And it's Hullet. Oh, easy pickings there. Vitinha. Threads one in. Well read. And the danger is averted. Has a shot! Brilliant save from Buffon! The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Neymar with a real chance here. Neymar! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Could be danger here. Chance! He's got a goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Neymar.
Messi.
That'll be a throw-in. Messi. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Ibrahimovic completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Platini has it in a wide position. Vieira proves too strong. And this is Bale. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, this is a great position. Real chance! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That has not gone well. Nesta. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's got away. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Neymar, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Platini couldn't squeeze it through. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's a sharp pass. Nesta gets the foot in and wins the ball. And this is Hullet. Quality ball. Now it's Bale. Platini. Luis Suarez shifted it to the flank. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.